Good morning to British holidaymakers who were mown down by a 4x4 whilst on a winter break to Mallorca, where a key pair of ballroom dancers. Former dental nurse Jennifer Worth was named yesterday as the woman who lost her life in the crash on the island, whilst her partner James Laurie Ashton remains in intensive care in an island hospital. The female driver of an Opel Frontera that crashed into them as they were waiting to cross the road outside the Palma Cathedral on December the 21st was arrested on suspicion of manslaughter and reckless injury. Paramedics tried to revive Jennifer for nearly an hour following last month's tragedy after discovering she had gone into cardiac arrest. She was declared dead at the scene at around 7 p.m. on the 21st. Her partner James was rushed critically injured to the Son Espases hospital. Witnesses said both victims were flung high into the air and landed several feet down the road. The European Union has strongly encouraged its member states to impose pre-departure COVID-19 testing on passengers from China, in a move that is likely to upset Beijing and has already been criticised by the global airline industry. Following a week of talks between EU health experts, the bloc stopped short of fully imposing on all 27 member states such a travel restriction that members like Italy, France and Spain have already implemented. China has already vehemently rejected such actions and has warned of countermeasures if such policies were to be imposed by the bloc. Temperatures for January have already reached an all-time high in a number of nations across Europe. National records have fallen in 8 countries and regional records in another 3. Warsaw in Poland saw 18.9 degrees Celsius on Sunday, whilst Bilbao was at 25.1 degrees Celsius, more than 10 degrees above the average. Temperatures in the Netherlands, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Latvia, the Czech Republic, Poland, Denmark and Belarus broke national records, and local records are broken in Germany, France and Ukraine. In Spain, New Year's Day temperatures in Bilbao were equivalent to the average in July, and parts of Catalonia, including Barcelona, are still subject to restrictions on water use. Records are broken all the time, but it is unusual for the difference to be more than a few tenths of a degree. An Equatorial Guinea's vice president has accused Spain of interference after Madrid opened a probe into top officials for the alleged kidnapping and torture of 2 Spanish nationals. In 2019, 4 opposition members, including 2 with Spanish citizenship, went missing whilst in South Sudan and were flown to Equatorial Guinea aboard a presidential plane, according to media reports. A Spanish court is investigating 3 people close to Equatorial Guinea's President Obiang over the treatment of the 2 Spaniards. The vice president, the son of Obiang, who is the world's longest-serving president, wrote on Twitter late Tuesday that the former colonial power Spain was trying to tarnish his country's reputation. These terrorists were detained by Sudanese authorities and extradited to Equatorial Guinea under an international arrest warrant, he wrote. The Spanish High Court is investigating one of Obiang's sons, his security director and security minister, so a judicial source said. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.